high note.
She hit that high one. She hit it. She did a great job. Wow. Yeah, very impressive rendition of the national anthem. We got the starting lineups coming up, and also we'd like to thank our sponsors for making this broadcast and other broadcasts possible. We got Tony Biasso Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Christiansen Wise, and Dickerson Automotive. And also remember to like us on Instagram, Facebook, and to follow our YouTube channel at Spanish Fork 17.
You know, I like to go watch on our YouTube channel all the old games.
Yeah, it's fun to watch these kids as they grow up and watch them as they were juniors and sophomores and grow up into seniors. So
looks like Ethan Nelson, the senior, now off injury, is going to be one of the starters for Maple Mountain.
Oh, we got the lights off here. Yeah, starting for Maple Mountain, we've got Hall, number 1, number 2, Hells, number 14, Tanner, and like you mentioned, Ethan Nelson, number 23, and number 12, Croman Hook. They've actually got a scoreboard here as well.
They're big
showing
time
highlights. Yeah, big time program here at Payson High School. The Lions Den.
Number 2,
Rylan Roundy, number 2 for Payson.
Number 3, Braden Barr.
And number 3, Braden Barr.
Both those guys averaging around 6 points a ball game.
Number 5, Logan Sorensen.
Sorensen's averaging 8 for Payson. And what a great turnout by the student body here for Payson.
Okay, Hagen Wright, number 23, is the one to watch out for. 6'5" senior.
Yeah, and he can. He's been playing for Payson for a couple seasons, and he knows how to put the ball into the hoop. Also, the other guy that's the second leading scorer is number 33, Mo for Payson. So Maple Mountain's going to have to identify those two big guys and keep an eye on them.
You know, I saw some Maple Mountain kids on the other side, so that might not be all Payson. Because I know they have the upstairs where we are closed off because one of the borders doesn't work. But
yeah, behind us is about 4 people.
Yeah, be that as may, is good turnout for vacation days.
All right, we'll tip it off here. We've got Nelson from Maple Mountain tipping off against Wright.
I like that kid, 23, Ethan Nelson. He's been pouring on since he come off injury. I like to call him the sniper.
The sniper, all right.
Sniper.
Watch out for. You always got to be on the lookout for the sniper.
He is always calm, cool, and collected.
Payson will win the tip, and Maple Mountain going with a 3-2 zone here, trying to prevent a lot of three-point shots. Obviously, they're worried about that. Great movement on the outside. Payson looking inside. Oh,
nice
early
swarm.
turnover, yeah.
Daniel Hales up to Hall, back to Ethan Nelson, no foul, out of bounds.
A great hustle that time by Payson, getting back as it looked like Hall was going to have an easy layup, and maybe he just needs to go up strong.
He just needs to go up strong, and I like that they've taken it right to the rim, trying to draw the foul.
And Nelson just couldn't get that one in.
Yep. Hales inbounds to Croman Hook.
Payson going with the man-to-man defense, so Maple Mountain's going to have to use some screens to get some guys open.
That's interesting. With the speed of Maple Mountain, I'd like that matchup.
I think that's the only defense Payson knows how to play, though, Jerry.
Hey, if that's all you play, then you better be good at it. I know. When it comes to football, a lot of the teams like Springville play man-to-man defense.
Yeah, you got to have those athletes in the secondary.
Yeah, you do. Three-pointer by Croman Hook, off right. Rebound to Mo.
A strong rebound by Mo, quickly up the other side. And Payson will slow it down. And Payson's doesn't mind going 40 points a game.
They like to go in the half court. Maple Mountain likes the transition game a little more.
Got our first foul, and that's going to be on Barr, number 3, I believe.
Braden Barr, whose brother Jackson Barr also plays on this team.
Payson still continuing with that man-to-man defense as Maple Mountain brings it up past half court.
And I'd do a clear out and give it to Hall. There's a screen by Hall. Two-pointer on the way.
Oh, great Rebound and second chance three-pointer, and that's up.
Hales
good.
for three.
Yeah, Maple Mountain takes the 3-0 lead here. And Maple Mountain's electing to press after the basket, and I like that idea of forcing
that's one
Payson to play the whole court.
That's one of their games is press after a make basket and see if you can beat them off the dribble. Oh, and a nice take by Braxton Tanner.
And Mo picks up the foul. The big guy inside picks up his first foul, and if you're Payson, you don't want to see him getting into early foul trouble.
You know, that's one thing Maple Mountain's been able to do as well is draw lots of fouls on the opponents. Good position by Tanner. Maybe a little bit of acting.
But still, he got pushed into. I think that was the right call, and Mo gets the rebound the other way, and Payson quickly up the other end. They'll work it back inside to Mo, and he misses the easy shot.
It's funny. Mo went up, but his eyes were down.
Right,
looking for a defender.
Yeah, we got that view right in front of the Payson basket. We're here, I guess this would be the south side.
And it looked like they called that on 11, but I don't see any 11 down there.
Payson can't buy a bucket as they miss on the entry. Maple Mountain down the other way to Hall, and Hall for three, and it's up and good. Just like that.
Dawson Hall for three.
Just like that, Maple Mountain has a 6-0 lead. Payson had Mo underneath the basket, wide open. Maybe that's because he can't make his layups. I don't know.
Oh, that's going to be on Cromanhook.
I wonder who they called that last foul on, because you're right, there's not an 11. I wonder if that's Cromanhook's second. The player and fouls isn't working here at the scoreboard.
But there are two team fouls, so someone did get a foul. As Vicentin comes off it must be two on Cromanhook if he's coming out of the game.
Yep.
Now, that hurts because he's been a scorer these past couple games.
Yeah, he's third leading scorer for Maple Mountain. Oh.
Left alone in the corner, Sorensen for three.
Yeah, Sorensen rainbowed that thing. Daryl Griffith would have been proud of that for
bringing
sure.
Bringing rain. You went back in the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, way back. I'm old.
Daryl Griffith.
Yeah. And Maple Mountain answers with the three of their own, and that's Tanner, the leading scorer for Maple Mountain on the
Braxton
season.
Tanner, when he puts a shot up, it always looks like it's going in. If he's not Mr. Basketball by his senior year, it looked like Payson got a piece of that.
Oh, it did indeed. It looked like that went off number 2, Roundy, instead.
They don't have as good as eyes as we do. It's going to stay with Payson.
We both have our glasses on for sure.
Deep three. Good by Barr.
Barr, number 3 picks it up, and we got ourselves a 3-point shooting contest as Payson cuts into the Maple Mountain lead. And they're saying with all the matrix they're using that a 3-point shot or a layup is probably the only 2 shots you should be taking.
I mean,
both teams definitely subscribing to that.
It's funny. I'm a math guy, and I want to see those matrices.
Yeah.
I can see how it would be.
That's what a lot of NBA teams are focusing on these days. Ooh, I thought that might have been a double dribble, but I guess Roundy got the ball knocked out of his hand.
That would kind of make sense looking at Golden State, you know?
Right.
Oh, they crashed in.
Oh, he traveled.
Oh, he had to travel.
Yeah, Mo with the travel that time. The official gets the call right.
Swarming defense by Nelson and Tanner and Vicentin down there.
Yeah, give Coach Johnny Everett a lot of credit. He's got this team every year prepared to play great defense and fast break
back cut by Hales. Our first 2-pointer of the game.
Yeah, great assist that time by Hall as well.
That's 5 points for Hales, who's been coming on strong, like I said, past couple games.
Oh, and Payson just continues to turn this ball over ad nauseum.
That was one of the keys to the game. Press it after made backs, so you get points in transition.
Yeah, definitely. And Hall takes it underneath and gets it out to.
Now Vicentin will pull up and shoot that 3-pointer. And it looks like a foul's going to be on number 3.
No, they're calling it on Vicentin.
Oh, offensive.
He threw his shoulder out that time.
Wow.
That's a tough call to make, but you got to be set on that screen for sure. And I could have seen that one going either way. Johnny Everett disagrees, though, down below.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, I went to high school with his brother. Great family.
Oh, I watch him practice with the boys. He has a pure three-point shot as well.
Oh, he was a scorer back in the day for Springville. He was definitely all region. I can't remember if he was all state or not. Anyways, back to the present. Payson looking to put the three up, and another one, this time by Roundy, and now it's 9-11.
You know, that's the reason that Aber came out in that 3-2. Want to deny those three-point shooters.
Absolutely. Wow, and these students are making a lot of noise here for Payson. It looks like those are mostly Payson students.
Yep, it does. Looks like a reach by number 23. Hagen Wright, his first foul. If they can get him into foul trouble, that's never a bad thing.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much from Hagen Wright, but he definitely can score in bunches. And also Mo is just so much bigger than the Maple Mountain.
Well, Mo comes out, replaced by number 21, Connor Bateman, for the Lions.
So now this might be a chance if Maple Mountain wants to take advantage of the inside, they might be able to.
And there's Maple Mountain's freshman number 4 in the game, Tyler Nelson.
It's amazing. We see these kids get younger and younger as they play this game. Well, Hall misses, rebound by Barr, and Payson quickly down the other way with Roundy. Or excuse me, Barr.
Barr.
A nice entry pass inside to Wright.
Yep, Hagen Wright's first points of the game. And a turnover by Maple Mountain.
And Tyler Nelson had that ball, and he's regretting letting that go out of bounds because he had a
with some of these,
to the basket.
With some of these freshmen and sophomore, you should expect freshmen and sophomore mistakes. But his upside is much greater than the downside of having him on the court.
Right. And definitely in these non-region games, find out who you got, who can battle for you, and just like that, Maple Mountain gets the ball the other direction, and Hall is hammered.
He's going to get 2 shots. Let's see who gets that foul.
That looks like
number 5, Logan Sorensen, his first, team 4th.
That number 5 looks like a lot like a number 3.
Yeah. Hall, who struggled the first part of the year with free throws, has probably spent a lot of time at the free throw line at practice. He's gotten much better.
Dawson Hall's a senior here for Maple Mountain. So he's going to have a couple of brothers here playing for Brigham Young next year.
Yeah. Jaron Hall gets back off his mission, and hopefully little KJ Hall will be back from his knee injury.
He had the dislocated elbow as well.
Yep.
Tough year for KJ.
Tough year for BYU all around.
Absolutely. Payson.
I actually saw Ty Detmer at the Walmart today.
Oh, did you?
Times must be tough.
Yeah, exactly. He's not at Nordstrom's anymore, huh? Sorensen lines up the 3, doesn't get the bounce. Maple Mountain didn't block out, but still is able to come up with the rebound.
Now, I tell you, Ty Detmer is a class act. Walmart, wherever. I mean, that guy is nice as they come.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's I've seen him around, and he's very nice to other people and will take pictures and whatnot. We have a travel here. Yeah, unfortunately, Braxton Tanner got caught in the paint and tried to do too much. Did the old 2-step shuffle that time, and they call it
Maple Mountain 2-step.
The Maple Mountain 2-step. I like it. Payson up top with Sorensen looking down low.
Stuffed by Vicentin and pulled down.
Vicentin with the rejection that time on number 21, Bateman.
Bateman's all alone, though. Tipped away by Roundy. Vicentin challenged that one again.
If Vicentin was in the head of Bateman, Bateman hesitated big time on that shot.
Great play by Vicentin. 2 blocks, or 1 block and 1 misdirect.
Maple Mountain can hold for the last shot. We got 23 seconds here in the first quarter. Everett giving instructions to Hall.
I say spread him out and just let Hall take him to the basket.
They might do that once time gets down here.
Screen away from the ball.
And what a horrible possession by Maple Mountain. But nonetheless, Maple Mountain leads 13-11 here at Payson High School after the end of 1. You're watching high school basketball on SF-17.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
Come to Dickerson Automotive for all your car repair and maintenance needs. Now is a great time to make sure your car is ready for these cold winter months. We take the time to get to know you and your car to give you peace of mind. Dickerson Automotive, located way north on Main and Spanish Fork.
And we are back at the Lions Den, where Maple Mountain had a very impressive first quarter, and they lead 13-11. Payson had a lot of turnovers in that quarter, and we'll see if Maple Mountain can continue to turn that pressure up on Payson.
Yeah, both teams are scrapping. We have, for Payson, Hagan right with 2 points, abnormally quiet, but they are swarming him on defense. Sorensen with 3, Barr with 3, and Roundy with 3. And on Maple Mountain side, Braxton Tanner with the 3-pointer. Nathan Hales leads all scorers with 5, well, along with Dawson Hall. And that's your scoring for Maple Mountain.
A lot of balance. Oh, Hall takes it in and gets it the bucket
nice.
that time.
2 points for Hall.
I think he wanted the foul as well, and he got hammered. You either got to call a charge on that or a blocking foul. Payson will spread it around here. Maple Mountain switch to covering the inside with the 2-3 zone.
Oh, nice dish inside. And block, another block by Vicentin. But he gets his own rebound, and Sorensen has 5 points.
And Sorensen puts it up and in, and Mo has great position. He just needs to work on finishing at the hoop for Payson.
Yeah, he's got a big body. He just kind of threw it up there.
Yeah, Tanner with the miss. Payson gets the rebound and quickly goes down the other direction. Tanner, just a sophomore, he's leading this Maple Mountain squad in scoring.
Yeah, I'd like to see Braxton Tanner a little more aggressive. He'll get that, though.
Yeah, I like to see. You get a lot more confidence the more you play. You make some big shots. I'm sure he'll get there.
Hey, it's a big show for a sophomore. I mean, it's a lot of pressure.
Payson can tie or take the lead on this possession.
3-pointer comes up short.
Sorensen misses, and great rebound that time by Tanner. Yeah.
Corner.
Oh. Mo with the deflection. Sorensen with the steal.
So that Spencer Griffin tried to get it into Vicentin. Need to bounce that in.
Oh, great passing by Payson. Oh, and the rule of swing that time as Barr hits the 3.
2 3-pointers for Barr gives them the lead, 16-15.
And everybody on Payson's team touched the ball, and nobody was dribbling. It was like Hickory High School basketball that time. Another old reference for you.
Yeah. So Payson, you can tell they played a lot with each other, know where everyone's supposed to be. Maple Mountain, with all the injuries they've had, they're still trying to get on the same page as Hall tries to force one up.
I believe Hall got fouled by Bateman, and once again, no call. Payson down the other way. Great job by Maple Mountain hustling back down in.
Oh, he's going to call for the hold. That's going to be the freshman.
It looks like Nelson got his hand that time. I think that's a good call.
Got caught in the cookie jar.
I believe is that only the 3rd team foul on?
It's 4 team fouls.
Okay.
Cromanhook has 2, I believe, and 1 on Tyler Nelson and 1 on Zach Vicentin.
Man, we haven't seen much out of Cromanhook.
No, and with the 2 fouls, he left early, and he's been a scorer for Maple Mountain the past couple games.
So I thought Sorensen was going to make that one. You cannot leave him alone. And who's that foul on?
Looks like it's going to be on number 12.
That's
Cade Rowley.
Yeah, he's one of the reserves for Payson.
Yeah, his first team 5th, I believe.
5th team foul for Payson, so both teams inching their way to the bonus.
Oh, it looks like Devin McQuibby's in the ball game for Maple Mountain. Another stretch 3.
Nathaniel Hells is in as well.
It looks like I think McQuibby's going to be called for a push down low. I like that, though. Devin McQuibby being physical is a good thing.
McQuibby, they list him at 6'5". Not the biggest frame, but
he'll scrap with you.
He'll definitely give Mo a challenge inside. I'd let him have one-on-one with Mo inside. He's just not doing a great job of finishing. I'd be more worried about these guys shooting on the outside.
Yeah, Maple Mountain's in the 3-2, but they're doing a great job of getting guys open on the wing.
Nice. Great rebound by Nelson, and Maple Mountain quickly down the other way. I like how Maple Mountain tries to get a transition basket. Then if it's not there, let's not force anything and pull it back. Yeah, that's pretty good coaching.
It is, because their half-court game is still in progress.
Yeah, absolutely, but a big shot that time by Tanner as he gets 3.
Tanner, 6 points for the big man.
Yeah, Maple Mountain takes the lead back. They're up 18-16.
Good job by McQuivy, staying strong.
Oh, great rebound by Payson that time.
And there's those second chance points that they need to not let happen. Cade Rowley on the board.
Yeah, we got a tie ball game. This should be a good one all night long. Both teams are very scrappy and play great defense. I know their records aren't the best. Maple Mountain 3-6, Payson 3-4, but I think they'll improve as the season goes along.
Yeah, that's the hard part. 3-2 versus 2-3. I think that's going to be on number 3, Braden Barr, his second with a hand check, and it is. So almost in the bonus for the Golden Eagles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fouls on Payson. But with the 3-2 defense, you only have 2 defenders get down there to get the rebound.
Yeah, basically the goal of that defense is to
stop three-pointers.
Stop threes, but they've switched to man-to-man defense here, and ball's off the foot.
Pass at the feet of Spencer Griffin, kicked out of bounds.
Yeah, Maple Mountain's played a lot of guys in this ball game, trying to figure out who they want in when they start region play.
Exactly. Smart play by Coach Averett.
A great crossover move. No finish that time for Payson, but second chance points once again. Wright gets the basket. That was one of our Triple T keys of the game earlier.
And the basket's going to count. I believe that is Braxton Tanner taking it to the rack.
And just like that, Maple Mountain counters back. I mean, that was quick.
That's going to be on number 23. Ooh, that's Hagan. If that's right, his second foul.
6-team foul. They didn't put the points up for that, did they?
7. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think they put that basket. Well, 20. The scoreboard shows 20-18. I know they made the free throw.
I think it was 18-18 up until then. So it should be 21-18 with that made free throw.
Well, hopefully they can figure that out. The scoreboard hasn't changed here in a minute. Payson back the other way. Oh, great defense by Maple Mountain as they're making difficult shots for guys like Barr.
Yeah, that's 3 small guys down low.
All right.
It is 21-20.
21-20. Seesaw battle tonight here at the Lions Den. And Payson does a good job of switching on this man-to-man defense, and wow, that's got to be a foul on number 12, and they do call it.
And he takes it. He takes a shot to the head.
Rowley gets shot. Yeah, he takes one to the eye, and that's no fun.
And he gets a foul. That's 2 on Rowley now. So Golden Eagles in the bonus. Ethan Nelson will step up, shooting 1-1.
These free throws are always huge. First one's up and good. Yeah, pretty much you miss that first one, and you go back to the bench with your head down when you sit out.
I tell you, Ethan Nelson stays calm in the most crazy situations. Played some quarterback for me this year, and unfortunately got put out in the Wasatch game. Separated shoulder, but he's just now getting back from it. I mean, it was a pretty bad one.
That's never good, but it's good to see him making his free throws, and Maple Mountain extends that lead to 3 with 3 minutes to go here. Yeah, no team's really made a big run. Usually in basketball, you'll see a run, a team make a counter run, but they've really just stayed within about 3 or 4 points of each other all night long.
It's stolen.
Gets the ball stripped that time.
Ethan.
I see that a lot in high school where we have back-to-back turnovers and it just gets ugly.
Oh, that's travel.
Travel by Bateman.
Ethan Nelson, great job stealing the ball and then kind of passes it right back. I think he was trying to hit Hall in the corner.
All right, Maple Mountain with a 3-point lead, and Hall bringing the ball up the court here. Plenty of time. I like how they've really tried to get baskets in transition, but have taken their time on getting good shots.
That's poked away by Barr.
Mow down the other way. Oh,
no
is
contact.
Just wild.
No contact. It's funny.
Oh, wow, I thought that was off on Roundy that time.
All right. That was a good no call underneath the basket because Tanner fell away. There was no contact.
Yeah.
Smartly so, because I don't know if he had the best position.
And then I thought Roundy knocked that ball out of bounds for Payson. That's what I saw. Nonetheless, Payson with the ball.
Golden Eagles in a man defense.
And that's the only problem with running a man-to-man defense is you get exhausted with staying with your guy the whole time. On Payson, it's just been really cold from the outside tonight.
Yeah, it looks like it's working, though. And Avery gets these guys in good shape, and Coach Hall also makes sure they're in good shape.
And that from way downtown is Hall that time.
Well, when he gets on fire, watch out.
Yeah, Dawson Hall, son of Kalen Hall.
And they got another. There's a freshman younger brother plays for the sophomore team, Payson Hall.
Well, if nothing else, the Hall.
Oh, saved and then poked out by McQuivy, I believe.
Nothing else. The Hall families definitely helped Maple Mountain Athletics out by having all their children.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I didn't see who checked in, but it looks like number 22, McQuivy, comes out.
I think it's Vicente in 32 coming back in.
Oh, he did. Yeah, give him a little size, and he's going to match up with Mo. Where Payson's really trying to get the ball into him, but it's just been unsuccessful.
Well, Vicente keeping the body on him.
Oh, great steal that time.
Ethan Nelson pokes it away. 2 steals for Nelson.
And pokes it away and down the other way.
Nice crossover by Hales. Takes to the rack and gets fouled. And looks like it'll be on number 3, Bard, his third.
I believe Hales will be shooting 2, or is it 1-1?
I think it's 1-on-1. I think that is the 9th foul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They didn't call him shooting. Okay.
It should be 1-1.
1-1. Yep, they're letting the sub in. That's definitely the sign that they're not waiting for the second free throw for the sub. So 6-point lead here for Maple Mountain, and these free throws can add to it.
Oh, missed the first one, front end.
That's huge. We got just a minute to go here.
Wow, this game's going quick, isn't it?
It is.
No timeouts by either. Steal.
Great anticipation.
Braxton Tanner fakes it, goes up. Score! Braxton Tanner.
And Maple Mountain with a big run here. I believe this is an 8-0 or 10-0 run, and they put the points for the wrong team. Oh, great block by Vicente.
Yeah, they did put the points to the wrong team.
Should be 28-20 here, I believe. Anyways, we'll let them worry about
they'll figure that out.
We got a nice kid in our scoreboard camera, too.
There it is. They fixed it.
Yeah. Maple Mountain can hold for the last shot. Oh, we got a foul this time on Bateman.
I tell you, Ethan Nelson looks like a nice kid, but he'll scrap with you as Bateman comes in there unexpectedly, and Nelson rips the ball away from him and draws the foul.
Now
this will be 2 shots, so that's 10.
2 shots and possibly a dumb foul that time as you give Maple Mountain 2 free throws here.
And Nelson, 3 for 3 from the line so far. Hopefully I just didn't curse him right there.
Definitely has a nice shot from the line. A lot of these kids with these nice soft touches really helps with the free throws.
Oh, and I did curse him. My bad. Sorry, E.
11-0 run here for Maple Mountain to end this quarter.
Oh, almost picked his pocket.
A great defense, though.
Inside. Oh, and they called a charge.
A charge on Mo, and is that his?
That's his second.
Second foul, 5 seconds for Maple Mountain. They can launch one and add to this 9-point lead here.
I think that could have been a no call, but Hall in there, they said he had position, and looks like they'll get the last shot with 5 seconds.
Hall quickly up the other side, runs in. Unable to get a shot off, and that'll be it.
That has to be either a jump ball, a foul, or traveling, or something.
Anyways, we end this half with Maple Mountain off to 11-0 run to end this, and Maple Mountain leads 29-20 here on SF-17. We'll be back with some halftime entertainment and maybe some commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Well, I love it.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card.
Call State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if it does happen, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Contact Mike at McKell, Christiansen, and Wise.
Cheerleaders.
Great entertainment that time as we were able to see the drill team and then the cheerleaders for Payson. Maple Mountain leads here at the half 29-20. let's take a break now, and then we'll come back and we'll recap the first half and then get you ready for the second half. You're watching high school basketball on SF-17.
MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
And we are back here on SF-17, about 4 minutes to go until we start the second half. Maple Mountain leading Payson 29-20, and I think it's been because of that scrappy defense Maple Mountain's been playing today and preventing Payson from taking good shots. That's really been the difference in creating a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, their defense has been swarming. Payson did get some second chance opportunities, but man, that basket was close for them in that first quarter. Maple Mountain at the end of the first half able to stretch that lead to 29-20 with an 11-point run, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 11-0 run. It was 20-18. Both teams were seesawing back and forth, and then Maple Mountain took charge and ran out the lead. So our keys of the game, if you want to go ahead and recap those.
Yeah, the seniors stepping up. Hales with 5, Nelson with 3. Score in transition, they're doing that. I mean, they're pressing in transition, but they are actually getting more of their points in the half-court game. And Payson is getting second chance opportunities, but they're not scoring points.
Right.
So
they've really been a struggle inside for like Mo and Wright, where they're the 2 leading scorers. They're getting a lot of second chance points, but they really haven't been able to connect on it.
I have 0 points for Mo and only 4 for Wright.
Wright comes in
crazy.
averaging 20 points, Mo averaging 13, and he's just looked off in this ball game.
Now, I guarantee you that's not going to be the case in the second half, so Maple Mountain's going to have to realize that the Payson coach is probably going to do something to give them more opportunities. But right now, Braxton Tanner leads all scorers with 11, followed by Hall, surprisingly has 10. He's usually more of a drive and distribute, but a couple big baskets by Hall, and then 3 points by Ethan Nelson. That's the bulk of the Maple Mountain scoring.
And those leading scorers have already surpassed their average for the season, so great production for Maple Mountain. And it's been a lot of guys doing it as well. And so those keys were brought to you by Triple T. We'd like to thank all of our other sponsors who've made this broadcast possible.
Yeah, we have Tony Basso Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 2 Jacks Pizza, Mikkel, Christiansen and Wise, and Dickerson Automotive. And don't forget to like us on social media with Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Just look for Spanish Fork 17.
Yeah, I've got notifications.
You subscribe?
Subscribe. You get a notification. Hey, this broadcast is going live. It's not only sporting events. Hey, if the little winter parade goes live, the parade after Thanksgiving Day, when that goes live, you get all sorts of notifications when something cool's going down.
Spanish Fork is a great city to live in. A lot of things going on, especially around Christmas, the light parades. Oh, it's just a wonderful place to live.
A lot of great things going on, and 2 great high schools, and we're fortunate enough to cover them. You coach Maple Mountain football.
Well, a lot of people don't realize Maple Mountain is actually in Spanish Fork, but
right. Yeah, my brother went there. My parents reside in Mapleton, but it was always cool to see him at some of the Maple Mountain events as well. All right, so 29-20. Ferocious defense by Maple Mountain. I think Payson can shoot their way back in it, but also if they can work the ball inside to Mo, I think there's some opportunities. He just needs to start connecting.
So it looks like on the court for Maple Mountain, we have 1, Dawson Hall, 2, Nathaniel Hales, and I think, Croman Hook, number 12, Tanner, number 14, and Ethan Nelson, 23.
And I've got to call out the students. I've been to a game at Spanish Fork High School and at Springville, and they didn't have nearly the support that these Payson Lions have. So I expect to see more students at the Spanish Fork games and also at the Maple Mountain games. If your neighbor's a student, get them out of the game, get them off their cell phone, and get them to the game.
Yeah, it is close to Christmas, but, man, this is such a good way to spend the evening. And it looks like oh, man, if that's on Cromanhook, that's 3. He has 0 points in the first half because he had 2 fouls.
And he's played a total of probably a minute in this ball game. And 2 minutes at the most.
And he is one of the keys to the game, and it looks like Cromanhook is coming out for the freshman, number 4, Tyler Nelson.
Now, I wonder how long Coach Everett wants to keep him on the bench, because he's a prolific scorer. You get 5 fouls. Just because you foul out doesn't mean you should prevent you from playing the whole game.
Well, I think with the lead, as long as they keep a comfortable lead. Wow, he is having a tough time tonight, Jace Moe.
He is. There were 4 opportunities for Payson to score that time, and they couldn't get it. Nelson finally able to come up with the rebound, and then gets pushed to the ground, and they call a foul.
I didn't see who got that foul.
The scoreboard's not working. I didn't either. I want to say it was on number 23 right, but I could be wrong. Maple Mountain turns it over, and Payson will get the other way.
If it's right, that's 3 on him, and his coach should pull him out, so probably not on right.
It might have been, it wasn't on Moe, it might have been on Sorensen. All 3 of those guys were in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Maple Mountain switched to a 3-2 zone here. Not worried about covering the inside, and why bother, because Moe has been struggling, and great steal by Hall the other way, and he'll go for the easy 2.
Dawson Hall throws it down for his 12th point of the ball game.
Now, only 5'9", he probably would have dunked it if he was 5'11".
Administrative warning.
The coach got an administrative warning. The ref was, wow, usually you can't hear the officials make a call. He must be pretty fired up. Probably the coach walked out of that little zone he's allowed to be in. And so
I think he was kind of upset on that pocket that got picked by Dawson Hall.
It's Coach Mitchell. He's very fired up. And whoa, what a pass.
And there's Moe's first points of the game.
Nearly an alley-oop to Wright, and nobody boxes out Moe because, well, Wright flew right through the lane for the alley-oop attempt. Great job inside out for Maple Mountain there. I like how their patience tonight. They've won 2 ball games in a row. They lost 5 in a row after beating Spanish Fork to open the season.
They're still trying to put it all together with injuries and things, so. Oh wow.
Sorensen with the backhand still that time.
Oh, that's a charge. He was set as stone.
Rylan Roundy with the charge that time, and
that's
great call.
First, and that's a second drawn foul by Braxton Tanner. Right place, right time.
I still can't believe that steal we saw on the other side by, I believe that was Barr that backhanded that thing. I'd love to see that sometime. I'll probably have to rewatch the game and check that out.
YouTube, Spanish Fork 17.
Absolutely.
Tanner goes up strong.
Oh, great steal by Nelson.
Right comes down with it, and Tanner just steals it away.
Hells with the deep 3, and it's good.
Deep 3. Dawson Hall, 15 points.
Leads out to 12 for Maple Mountain, and they've really taken this Payson home crowd out of the game.
That was an NBA and beyond. Oh, wide open.
And how does Moe get that wide open in the middle of that zone? We got a timeout by Payson. They'll take it. I believe it's just a 30-second timeout. I'll give us a quick chance to thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We got Tony Biasso Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm Insurance, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 2 Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Christiansen, and Wise Attorneys at Law, Dickerson Automotive. Most of these sponsors are down on Main Street. We thank them for making this broadcast and other broadcasts possible. And also, please like us on social media. We're on Instagram and Facebook, and then you can subscribe to youtube.com/SpanishFork17 to be able to get great broadcasts and notification of maybe when one of those broadcasts is going to start.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people that have their grandparents watch us live on YouTube, Spanish Fork 17.
Yeah, and it's It's a little cold outside. Maybe you don't want to get out, but you definitely can watch these games on YouTube. I know people have streamed it when we have been to away games. Like at East High School, people were telling me that their relatives clear back in the East Coast were streaming the game.
Yep. It's an amazing world we're living in these days. And that's going to be on Connor Bateman with the body. So second foul on Connor Bateman.
Yeah, and that's the third team foul for Payson. They've picked up 3 early ones here. A great pass into Tanner, and Bateman picks up another foul.
That's 3 on Bateman.
That was a frustration foul that time.
Yeah. Great position by Braxton Tanner. He'll step to the line and shoot a couple. He's right now sitting at 12 points. Average is about 13. There's his average right up. Actually, he's sitting on 11. That's 12. This will take him to his average.
I believe he had 20 points last night. And the one thing we haven't mentioned is Maple Mountain played a game last night at Morgan. They won that game, so we might see if exhaustion comes here in the second half, but they're not showing it right now. Payson hasn't played since, I believe, the 16th of December. Wow, great catch by Bateman to save it there, and threes out to Barr, and up and in, bounces back through.
In and out, back in again. Barr's third three-pointer for 9 points.
Yeah, the pinball shot finally drops in for him. Wow, that hit everything.
Nice crossover by Hales.
Oh, couldn't get the bounce, but didn't get the foul either. That aggressive play threw Bateman to the ground. Payson back the other way quickly. And
and Wright with his third foul on a charge. Another one. Was that taken by Braxton Tanner again?
Wow, great position by Tanner, and Hagen Wright picks up another charge, and Payson has picked up a lot of those tonight. Great job by Maple Mountain getting in the right position. It's a good thing they don't have that half circle, though.
Oh, yeah. That's 3 fouls on Wright.
Payson's still sticking with that man-to-man defense.
Deep 3 by Hall. Good. Once again, Dawson Hall.
Dawson Hall with the 3, and that was all set up by the kind of the pick and roll, or the screen set at the top, and he rolls off, and I guess that's the pick and pop by Hall that time. Down the other way, and Payson cannot answer, and Mo with the tip.
It looks like there's going to be a foul on the ground. That's going to be on number 23, Ethan Nelson.
Wow, but Hall has came to play tonight.
He did.
It's like he's shooting a beach ball into the ocean from the beach.
It is.
Everything's going in.
And that's what we're talking about, that senior production.
And Payson's got a couple of guys wide open. They just can't buy a bucket tonight. That's very unusual for Payson.
Long arms of Ethan Nelson bringing that down. Hall with 18 points.
I love the screen game by Maple Mountain. They've done a great job of screening and picking and popping, and guys going inside.
Vicentin gets picked.
Not a great pass right down the other way quickly. Doesn't get it. Tips it back in, and Wright gets the
with the left hand. 6 points for Wright.
Wright and Mo, man, they're big inside. If they can just be a little more consistent, Payson would be in this. Instead, they're down by 10 just because Hall is hitting everything he throws up.
I imagine we'll have a heat check here pretty soon.
Oh, still by Bateman, and Payson 3-on-1 the other way.
Hall comes back,
gets the foul.
They're going to call a foul on Dawson Hall. He got mostly ball there. No chance of a technical. Holding his wrist a little bit is Bateman. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, he took one on the wrist, but Hall was going for the ball. I don't think anything was
He got a lot of
intentional.
ball. He just had a little follow through.
But he definitely hit Bateman with aggression that time. That doesn't feel good.
So it's just a side out.
Sorensen inbounding the ball over to Barr, and they'll move it around the perimeter. And wow, what a dunk!
Wow, backside dunk by Hagen Wright.
Right that time, throwing it down. They tried to do it earlier, and they're able to connect on the alley-oop. And Maple Mountain will take a timeout.
Yeah, with the lead cut to 8. Smart timeout by Coach Averett on that explosive play by Hagen Wright.
Basketball is a game of momentum, and throwdowns like that can get people going.
I'll tell you that will.
Let's take a minute here and thank our sponsors while we got a second.
Yep, during this timeout, we'd like to thank Tony Basso, Auto Group, Lance Wilson, State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Christiansen and Wise, and Dickerson Automotive. Also, don't forget to like us on social media and follow us Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Spanish Fork 17.
Wow, and what an alley-oop dunk that time by Hagan, and it's got these Payson fans all fired up. Great timeout by Everett. Might as well take him. They haven't taken very many in this ball game.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I think that was the first timeout they took. So see if you can't calm things down a little bit.
Hey, momentum is a tangible thing, and you can feel it swinging Payson's way.
Oh, and Hall is fouled on the backside by number 12, Rowley, and he'll shoot
Be
two.
on number 12. Rowley, that's his third. Hall will shoot 2. 18 points and counting.
It's good to see Rowley back in the game because he took a shot to right above his eye, and it looked like he was hurting.
Hall misses the first.
I wish I knew what grade Rowley was in. He looks very young out there. Actually, I do have it. He's a junior.
He's a junior. Second shot good by Dawson Hall.
Lead back up to 9 for Maple Mountain. They've got this 2-3 zone now, and the outside's going to be open over to Raleigh, who unable to connect, and that's been the story. But yeah,
there's the size playing a factor right now.
Second chance points, and I wonder how much playing at Morgan last night is starting to affect Maple Mountain. Back to back for Maple Mountain.
Can't get casual with the lead.
Still up by 7 though, but Payson's been closing in on the game lead of, which I believe was 12 or 13 points just a minute ago.
We'll see how long Coach Everett keeps Cromanhook out of the ball game.
Great defense by Wright. He picks up the rebound and down the other way. That was a travel. But instead they get it out to, is that
3-point good by number 5, Sorensen.
I keep thinking his number's number 3 for some reason, but Sorensen connects, and I believe that's his second.
8 points for Sorensen
of the game.
That goes off. The.
Oh, and the ref.
And the ref is out of bounds, so it counts as out of bounds, is what he's saying. The ref is part of the court.
4-point lead for Maple Mountain, and Payson is on fire. They were trailing by, I believe it was 9 to start this quarter, and Maple Mountain extended that lead, and ever since then it's been all Payson.
As you said, it's a game of runs, and Payson is making a run right now.
And Maple Mountain switched their defense to cover the outside a little bit more, but
looks like a 4-1.
Yeah. Oh wow! And now Payson's hitting those threes they were missing earlier.
Barr with 12 points. He's got 4 3-pointers.
I heard a whistle, but they didn't play. It must have been inadvertent. 1-point lead for Maple Mountain, and I think Hall's got to take it to the hoop.
Tries to crossover.
Oh, great defense. He gets hammered. There should have been a foul called there. Instead, they get it into Tanner. He gets it stolen. Mow down the other way.
Smart foul by Besenton. Send it to the line. Don't let him get an easy bucket. He's got fouls to give. That's only his second.
And the way Mo's been struggling from inside, I imagine these free throws will not be easy.
So Mo with 6 points.
I think Maple Mountain needs to get Braxton Tanner involved like they've been trying to, because Hall can't carry the load all by himself tonight.
Yeah, and they need to get Cromanhook back in quickly. Past couple games, he's been a scoring machine.
And amazingly enough, Payson can take the lead with this free throw.
Wow.
Shots up and no good.
Tie ball game, 40-all.
Cromanhook with the rebound. He's back in the game. He's got 3, like you mentioned. He's got to be careful.
He was stepping out of bounds. It should be Maple Mountain basketball.
They're saying it's off Cromanhook out of bounds. He must have touched it when he was on the line. Interesting call. I saw the
I
same
think it's going to be Maple Mountain's ball.
Oh, you're right.
So Cromanhook back in the game with 3 fouls. Besenton. Eyes up, young man. Payson also just a sophomore.
Payson with this man-to-man defense is just suffocating Maple Mountain now.
Nice move by Ethan Nelson. Oh!
Who are they calling that one?
They're going to call that on number 12. That's Rowley. If that is him, that's 4.
They are calling it on him. I didn't see him in the picture. He must have got him down
I don't
low,
know.
But Hagen Wright looked like he was up there along with
somebody did get Nelson
Sorensen
on the arm.
Big free throw gives Maple Mountain the lead.
Answers the crowd right there. So that's 4 free throws for Ethan Nelson.
He's doing his work behind the charity stripe tonight.
And he is 5 for 6 from the line. As Bateman comes in for Mo.
Okay, so Maple Mountain takes a 2-point lead here. We got 40 seconds. I'm curious to see if Payson holds the ball here or if they press the action.
Yeah, I think they want to get the last shot, see if they can get the lead.
And Maple Mountain switched to man defense here. Dawson up, unable to get it.
Tipped up and around.
And wow.
Hagen Wright at 6'5" is playing above the rim. It's just not falling for him.
Yeah, and he is, and so is Mo, but Mo's not in the game right now, but Maple Mountain has to get a body on a body. I don't care if they're taller. You have got to push those guys to the outside.
No second chance opportunities.
Yeah, Barr on the outside. 16 seconds to go. Looks like Payson will hold here for a few seconds, possibly take the last shot. So Rowley throws it inside to Barr.
Too
Barr
easy.
Makes it, ties this scene up, and that'll end the half, or the third quarter. So we're all tied up after 3, right where we began. 42
brand new ball game.
Brand new ball game. You're watching high school basketball on SF 17.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
Come to Dickerson Automotive for all your car repair and maintenance needs. Now is a great time to make sure your car is ready for these cold winter months. We take the time to get to know you and your car to give you peace of mind. Dickerson Automotive, located way north on Main and Spanish Fork.
The Lions Den, 42-42, epic battle between Maple Mountain and Payson. So Jerry, what do you foresee? Let's get out your crystal ball here. What do you foresee happening here in the fourth quarter?
I hate to use the O word, but this game very well could go into overtime. But and I'd like nothing more because I'm having a blast.
Oh yeah, great basketball action here. Maple Mountain with the early lead. Held it for most of the game, and then in that latter part of the third quarter, Payson came roaring back.
So fourth quarter starts with Hall, Nelson the younger, Nelson the older, Cromanhook, and Braxton Tanner. Oh, and he double pumps, goes up, does not get the score, but does draw the foul. That's going to be on. I didn't see who he signaled.
I didn't see who he signaled either.
If that's on 33, that's 3 on Mo.
All right, big free throws here for Tanner because every point counts in this ball game.
An unusual miss for Tanner. He has 13 points so far in this contest.
It's 42-42 here.
Sinks the second one. Give Maple Mountain the lead, 43-42.
1 point lead. Payson can seesaw the back end of the lead here, and they go into their big guy for Payson, and that's Wright. Maple Mountain's not had an answer for Wright here in the second half.
So he's got 10 points.
And
most of it in the second half here.
Yeah, I believe he didn't have any going into the halftime. We'd mentioned that, where he was averaging 20, and you said, hey, watch out, he can get hot in a hurry, and he has. Maple Mountain slowing it down, making Payson work with that man-to-man defense, and seeing if somebody gets lazy. Three's up and no good that time by Cromanhook. And
good shot by Cromanhook. Looks like it's going to go to Payson.
I didn't see who went off, but either did the official.
I think it did go off a Maple Mountain guy.
That was a tough angle for everybody where that's in the corner and the official can't see it.
Well, it ricocheted off a couple people.
Nonetheless, Payson gets the ball. And inside out this time, Hagan
cleans it up. Second chance opportunities.
Hagan Wright is definitely starting to make those baskets he was missing earlier in this ball game.
Yeah, and most of his points are coming off second opportunities, except for that throwdown, which got them back into this ball game.
That's really what propelled their run.
It is.
And Maple Mountain is really struggling.
Hook has to sit on the bench for so long. He's cold. So he gets warmed up here pretty soon.
Heading into the last time they checked him in, he had played very limited minutes. He'd gotten his 3 fouls within just the first minute, I believe, of each half.
I'd try and find a way to isolate Hall as Mo scores his 9th point of the game.
Yeah.
Ethan Nelson.
Yeah, Maple Mountain tried to draw a charge on Mo, and the refs didn't call it, and that time Mo was able to pick up a charge, and they've got a 5-point lead, and this gym is very electric as the Payson faithful is starting to make a lot of noise.
Hale's coming back in for Ethan Nelson.
So at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll get the opportunity to name the MVP Sports MVP player of the game, and wow, it's going to be a tough one to decide.
Yeah.
I think that player probably hasn't even been determined yet.
Oh, not yet.
Payson's doing a good job of moving it around and finding the open guy. And Maple Mountain switched to man-to-man defense here. And Mo's, now he's just connecting.
That's a problem with going to Maple Mountain. If he starts hitting his shots, Maple Mountain doesn't have a guy with that size. Hales.
Oh, Hales, excuse me. I thought that was number 12, but that was number 2.
They kind of look similar.
Hales.
They look similar.
Cuts the lead to 4 here. Payson with the ball and the lead.
Hales with 8.
And nice steal that time by the younger Nelson Tyler, and he brings it up quickly the other end, and we'll see if Maple Mountain can't mount a run of their own. And Payson, pretty much this whole ball game has just gone man-to-man.
That's going to be on number 3. Braden Barr, that's his 4th. I believe Maple Mountain is in the bonus.
That is the 9th team foul on Payson, so Maple Mountain shooting 2 the rest of the way. Payson's definitely one of those teams that they're, I guess, a black and blue team. They're going to leave you bruised.
Oh, yeah.
First one's up and good that time for Nathaniel Hells.
And number 2, Rylan Roundy coming in. And Bateman coming out for Payson. Okay, Dawson Hall's been quiet since early in the 3rd.
Oh, and Maple Mountain with the miss. Rebound by Roundy.
3-point lead for the Lions.
Yeah, so Payson can take their time. I'd work it inside. They definitely have a couple of mismatches, especially on the inside.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they went for another alley-oop that time to Wright, and he was unable to connect.
That was a give and go from the top of the key. Looks like they're gonna call Hales with the block.
And Hells is holding his knee. He's got a big knee brace for starters.
Oh, let's hope he's not hurt. He came back off of a knee injury.
And you don't like to see anybody get injured, especially somebody that's just trying to get back on the court, have fun as a youngster.
Roman Hook contesting. Goes up. Hall comes away with it.
Hall needs to take this all the way. He will.
And
up
it's
and in.
Woo.
I think they call that the old jackknife shot that time by Dawson Hall.
Wow, he stays up in the air defying gravity for a long time.
Double clutch. And he gets it up and in. That cuts the lead to 1. It's still anybody's ball game. I looked at like there for a minute like Maple Mountain was going to run away with this, and Payson's really just done a great job of fighting back. And missed shot that time out on Payson. Maple Mountain gets the ball.
Looks like Coach Averett calling a play as Hales brings it down.
Oh, wow. Aggressive defense, and Payson switched to zone now.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to run it through Hall. Deep three by Cromanhook.
One of the big differences in this ball game is Payson's just winning the battle for the boards on both sides.
Oh, and just easily laid in by Mo. Mo with no points in the first half has 13 here in the second. Hall will pull up, shoot it, short.
Oh, Payson with the rebound, 3-point lead. They can take some time off, possibly extend it here. Maple Mountain, no. Defense hasn't been as ferocious, I've noticed, during this run as well.
I think it is a factor. I think playing last night is having an effect on tonight.
All right.
It's beneficial in a few ways, whereas you're still warm and understand shooting, but tired.
All right, we got a timeout here. Let's thank our sponsors real quick. We've got Tony Gasso Auto Group, formerly the Car Guys, Lance Wilson State Farm Insurance, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Christiansen, Wise Attorneys at Law, and of course Dickerson Automotive, where, boy, I drive a bunch of old vehicles, so I'm very grateful for Dickerson Automotive. And also on social media, we'd like you to like us on Facebook and Instagram at Spanish Fork 17, and then subscribe to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Spanish Fork 17. All right, we gotta get on our parachutes or something, because wow, this plane might be going down for Maple Mountain.
Oh, they've got to right the ship somehow. And it looks like with 3 minutes left in the game, we got Tyler Nelson, Nathaniel Hales, Dawson Hall, Cromanhook, and Braxton Tanner.
Wow, all I know, one thing's for sure, Jerry, I've had a blast announcing this game with you tonight. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a good game, a lot of fun.
Okay, Payson takes that timeout to regroup. I'm assuming Coach Mitchell didn't want to have a turnover there.
Yep, turnovers are bad with 3 minutes left in the game. He did put his shoulder down. Now that's 4 fouls on Wright, I believe.
Wright, the big athletic power forward. We've seen him throw it down, but also he's had times where he just doesn't make a great basketball play, and bad decision that time to put his shoulder down.
Can't pick up your 4th foul on an offensive foul. Of all things.
Maple Mountain brings it down the other way.
A little confusion for Maple Mountain. Hales doesn't know who to give it to.
Yeah, and their offense, I think they just need to run it through Hall, play iso ball, 4 corners here. We'll see if they decide to do that.
I think they're trying to get it. Nelson to Hall. Hall turns the corner. Jackknifes up and in. No good. Rebound at number 3.
Looked like that was going to go in, and Barr's able to come away with it. Clock approaching 2 minutes here, and Payson's really slowed down the pace after they've taken the lead.
It kind of looked like Hall wanted to pass it out, and at the last minute kind of popped it up, and Cromanhook got a little bit of the wrist.
And that's 4 on Cromanhook, I believe. And
hey, that's a good foul, because he was about to throw that down.
7th team foul on Maple Mountain. So Payson will be shooting 1-and-1 at least the rest of the way.
Yeah, I say leave Cromanhook back in there. He's playing pretty good defense on Mo.
If he fouls out, at least he went out in a blaze of glory.
But you can't take your fouls home with you.
You can't. I just don't advise you fouling out in the first half. That's what my younger brother was known for in church basketball.
Hey, that's what I do in church basketball. I got 5 fouls, and someone's taking them home with them. Not me.
Oh, that's the way it should be played. And Mo connects on this second free throw, extends the lead to 4. We got a timeout here.
So that's points 14 and 15 for Mo. Dawson Hall from Maple Mountain has 21. They need to try and run that offense through him.
Yeah, they need to get off of it. They had a fairly good shot, but it seems like they've come down, and everybody's tentative. They're holding the ball. Nobody wants to be aggressive. So it's good to see Hall be aggressive, but I think you got to make maybe that pass out there and get somebody open for 3. And Payson on the other side has done a great job of playing ferocious defense and then working the ball inside to Wright and then also into Mo.
Yeah, and second chance opportunities for Payson. They are guarding Hall. They're stretching the defense on Dawson Hall because, man, he was lighting it up from the NBA three-point line.
He definitely was. He had 3 or 4 feet back from the three-point line, and it was no problem. Wow. So
Maple Mountain after this game plays at home Tuesday, January 2nd versus Corner Canyon, and then on the road for the next 2 games, Friday, January 5th at PG and January 12th at Wasatch.
They start to get into some of that region play after, I believe, one more non-region game, and things will heat up in January.
Hopefully they have it all figured out by then.
Yeah, Maple Mountain's in Region 8, Payson in Region 10. They'll get to face Spanish Fork a couple of times, and Payson's next game is at Mountain Crest January 3rd. So, all right, minute 38 to go here. Maple Mountain just really running the ball at the top of the three-point line. Doesn't look like they're having any offense.
Can't believe they're taking this much time off the clock. I mean, that's one of the things is the half-court offense for Maple Mountain is a work in progress. They haven't played with each other as much as they'd like.
Great screen that time, and Hall doesn't get it, but no problem because Tanner gets it.
Roman Hook for 3 is good. Keep shooting, son. That's his first points of the ball game. Marcus Croman Hook cuts the lead to 2.
30-second timeout by Maple Mountain. 2-point ball game. It could go either way, and wow. Yeah, maybe somebody will hit the last second shot here in this ball game to give him the MVP Sports MVP player of the game. Anything could happen.
Anything can happen. Let's get a quick shout out to our sponsors here. Tony Basso Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, McKell, Christiansen and Wise, Dickerson Automotive. And of course, as always, check out our social media platform. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Just look for Spanish Fork 17.
Yeah, all sorts of announcements on those sites, and also you can watch games live. I've actually watched the end of the Maple Mountain Spanish Fork football game a couple of years ago. I couldn't sleep, had a little jet lag. I was in Italy and was able to catch the end of that ball game.
Looks like Ethan Nelson's going to get a hip check foul. And I think that puts them in the bonus. That is on Ethan Nelson, his 3rd.
Huge free throws here for Barr. If he misses the front end of this 1-and-1, then Maple Mountain will have the ball and a chance to tie this ball game up or take the lead. So this free throw is critical.
Barr, pretty good free throw shooter.
Croman Hook checked out. We'll check back in. We're going substitution offense for defense and probably trying to keep Croman Hook out of foul trouble.
Oh, yeah. And he makes the front end. 10 points for Barr.
Pressure free throw, and Barr puts it up and in. And the second one getting ready here. And this is big free throws that'll give Payson a 4-point lead, and he connects.
So now 2-possession game for the Payson Lions.
Maple Mountain can take their time and get a good shot, but you don't want to take too much time. Looks like they're going to try and get Hall in isolation, and Croman Hook in the corner.
Oh, just off.
Payson fighting for the rebound and foul that time by Hills.
His second. Another 1-on-1 opportunity for number 3, Braden Barr, who's been perfect from the line so far.
And Barr can win this ball game basically from behind the charity stripe by himself if he makes these two. That'll be a pretty big lead.
Yeah, if he makes this, it's still a 2-possession ball game with 3-pointers, but man, that's a little harder of a 2-possession game.
Oh, and he misses.
Oh, and over the back. And that is that a shooting foul?
That is a shooting foul.
That's 2 shots for Ethan Nelson.
Huge free throws for Nelson as we got ourselves a free throw shooting contest.
Now if this goes into overtime, Payson is in some severe foul trouble, and just Croman Hook really for Maple Mountain.
Yeah, I believe Wright has 4 fouls, and he's the big gun, and also does Mo have fouls
Mo
as well?
has 3 or 4, and that's 6 points for Ethan, all from the line.
Ethan got that to hit the front of the rim, and shooter's touch it, rolls back in, and we got a 3-point ball game here, and the second one is up and good.
7 for 8 from the line for Ethan Nelson.
2-point ball game. You don't have
Full
to foul.
court press.
Oh, dangerous pass, and Mo will throw it down.
Mo with 17 lights this crowd up.
Maple Mountain quickly down the other way. They need a 3.
Ethan Nelson dribbling through traffic. Hales for three, short. Hall gets the rebound.
Oh my goodness. Maple Mountain takes another timeout.
Johnny Averett. They had Tyler Nelson open in the corner. He's calling for it. He can drain that. But I don't know. Do you take a 2 or 3 with a 4-point lead? It doesn't give you the lead.
Well,
get a quick 2 and maybe foul.
So in this situation, Maple Mountain has 19 fouls, so Payson will be shooting 2
that's true.
the rest of the way. I think that leans me more towards trying to get a good 3, but I'd take it quick and have everybody crash the boards. Yeah. It doesn't matter if Payson gets a dunk the other way if you don't get that rebound.
Yeah, with a 3-pointer, even if they make both their free throws, it's still a 1-possession game.
Exactly.
So I like that thought.
So you get a 3 here. If you get even if Payson makes a couple of free throws, then you get another 3. You can still send this game into overtime. We got 25 seconds. There's a lot that can happen in basketball in 25 seconds, including five more
timeouts.
Including 5 more timeouts.
Exactly.
But don't worry, we'll talk to you during the timeouts and keep everybody company.
You know what? I would run this through Hall. I would try and get a 3-pointer. He's been hot all ball game.
Croman hooks another guy that can light it up.
There's the separation, and he does not pull up. Hales will pull up for the 3, and I thought that was going in.
You got a foul. 12 seconds, and no, Payson gets it down the other way. And that's Roundy, I believe.
They went the wrong person.
16:54, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is our ball
the
game.
last shot by Cornerhook doesn't matter, but it goes off the rim anyways. And Payson comes back to win 60-54.
Oh, they were down 12 points in that third quarter and fought back to win this game by 6. We will take a break here on SF17 as Payson's victorious 60-54, and we'll come back with our MVP Sports MVP player of the game and also wrap it up.
Hi, welcome to Two Jack's Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jack's Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
Come to Dickerson Automotive for all your car repair and maintenance needs. Now is a great time to make sure your car is ready for these cold winter months. We take the time to get to know you and your car to give you peace of mind. Dickerson Automotive, located way north on Main in Spanish Fork.
MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Well, I love it.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card.
Call State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if it does happen, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Contact Mike at McKell, Christiansen, and Wise.
And we are back here at Payson High School. Payson victorious over Maple Mountain 60-54. Maple Mountain led most of this game, and then just Payson was able to overcome that later in the third quarter and wrap this scene up in the fourth. And Maple Mountain was at Morgan last night, and that might have played a factor, but I think for Payson it was a lot of right, a lot of Mo inside, a lot of second chance points that helped them win this ball game.
Yeah, we talked about that at halftime, that Wright with, I think, 2 points at halftime and Mo with 0. They end the game with 12 and 17 respectively. I mean, you can't ever count their scores out. And they come from behind and take the win.
Yeah, they did. And like I said, Maple Mountain had a great run to end the first half, 11-0 run, and they looked like it might be their ball game, but it wasn't their night here at the Lions Den. So a couple of candidates for player of the game here tonight.
A couple candidates. I mean, Braxton Tanner played a good game, but I think we're going to give it to Dawson Hall.
So Dawson, go ahead.
21 points for Dawson Hall. Almost perfect from the line. 3-pointers when you needed it. He was part of that big run in the third quarter. Just couldn't keep it on the gas. I mean, they had to stretch out and cover him deep. So Dawson Hall, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to him. And a couple of those 3-pointers he made were NBA range and well deep, and they definitely pushed the Payson man-to-man defense back. And I think as Maple Mountain starts to play together a little more, they'll have a shot to make a push for the playoffs. I don't know if they've got enough firepower to win the region this year, but I think they definitely have a shot in that division or that region to make a push for the playoffs.
Yeah, if he can keep shooting like that, then Braxton Tanner and Cromanhook need to be some inside presence, inside scorers to pull the defense off of Hall so he can do what he does,
Yeah, absolutely. Up next for Maple Mountain, it's a home game against Corner Canyon. Is that July 2nd?
That's January 2nd.
January 2nd. And then I believe our next broadcast will be from Salem Hills, and we will have the Spanish Fort Dons there on January 5th at 7 p.m. That's our next live game. Well, let's take a moment here and thank our sponsors real quick one last time.
The Tony Basso Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, McKell, Chris Jansen and Wise, Dickerson Automotive, without which we would not have this broadcast, so thank you very much. And of course, always follow us on social media, Spanish Fort 17 on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
All right, so Maple Mountain comes up a little short. They lose 60-54 here at Payson High School. I think they've, like we mentioned earlier, they got a great shot of playing as a team and possibly getting into the playoffs. So for Jerry Huffman, I'm Chris Hurst, and you've been watching high school basketball on SF-17.
Hey, y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching.